I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laaksen.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Let me first introduce myself. This is the first time I'm on the Game to Love podcast. My name is Haman. I'm from South Africa, and today we will be following the match between Jabeur and Kasatkina, which is just started, and it seems like Jabeur is on a roll already now with love 30. Kasatkina serving first and already under pressure. Tell me in the chat, what are your thoughts on Jabeur versus Kasatkina? And Jabeur already up love 40, with Kasatkina struggling to find her first serve. Jabeur now on a 10-match winning streak, which is very impressive. But it did look like she was struggling yesterday against Sakari. So I'm wondering whether she would be tired, but it seems like she is moving here very fast already and putting Kasatkina under a lot of pressure. And then Jabeur with the classic drop shot, classic Jabeur, and she takes the game to love and she breaks already. All right. Hi, Lexi. It's nice that you all are joining me today here. Hope everything goes well. Okay, we've got you just Nadine saying you want the game, please, not just emceeing. I am a little bit behind in the stream, I must say. The scoreboard is a bit ahead of the match itself. So unfortunately, my commentating will be a bit behind on the scoreboard that is displaying over there. And Jabeur serving to the forehand of Kasatkina. Jabeur going to the backhand of Kasatkina, hits it out. And it's love 15 Kasatkina. Hi, Radwin. It's nice to see you. Nice to be here at the Game to Love Tennis podcast. And Jabeur struggling to find her first serve as she goes for her second serve to the forehand of Kasatkina. To Jabeur's forehand into the net, another error, and is love 30. So it seems like both players currently struggling to find their serve in the beginning of this match. Jabeur not finding a first serve, it's going for a second serve. Jabeur serving to the backhand. And she hits it in the net. Another error. And we have love 40. Lexi saying she's rooting for Ons Jabeur in 3 sets. Thank you. I do apologize. My stream is a bit behind, and she goes for a lob, which is in the net, and we are at 1-1. So both players breaking immediately each other's serves, and we are back at 1-1. Prediction here by Daria Denny. She says Ons will win 6-4, 7-5. Let's see if that is true. So their head-to-head is 3-2 for Jabeur. But if you look at the form of Jabeur being this on this 10-match winning streak, that is very impressive. As Kasatkina is serving and she's not finding her first serve, going for her second serve. And Kasatkina going to the forehand of Jabeur. We have a forehand exchange. And they're just rallying it in the middle of the court. Jabeur going for a backhand. Kasatkina hitting a slice to Jabeur's forehand. And Jabeur slices it into the net. And we are 15-love Kasatkina. And you can see Kasatkina serving directly into the sun. And she's struggling to see the ball in the sun in the air. And she is serving to Jabeur's backhand. We have a backhand exchange. Jabeur hitting forehand into the net. So we're starting with a lot of errors in this match. And Kasatkina is up 30-love. Yeah, you can see Kasatkina is struggling with the sun, but she is doing well at the moment as she is serving into the backhand of Jabeur, but that's out. So she'll be going for a second serve. Kasatkina with her second serve into Jabeur's forehand, who is for a marvelous return. That's a great shot. Kasatkina cannot get there, and it's 30-15. And Kasatkina is serving to Jabeur's backhand. It's a fault, going for a second serve. We can see the first serve percentage of both players are currently at 50%, so we're hoping that that will improve as she goes for a second serve into Jabeur's backhand, who slices it for a marvelous drop shot from the return, and it's 30-all. Kasatkina going for a first serve at 30-all, and she serves it. And no, she can't see the ball in the sun. She tosses the ball up and then she drops. No, can't see the ball. Gonna try again. And she serves it to, she serves a fault. Second serve. To the forehand of Jabeur, who hits it hard and forehand into the forehand. Kasatkina with a lob ball, and they're just lobbing it down the middle of the court. Jabeur going for a backhand to the forehand of Kasatkina. Jabeur with a forehand who hits it out at his 40-30 Kasatkina. And it's 40-30 Kasatkina now serving to hold. And thereby consolidating the break that she just got. And she serves to the forehand of Jabeur. And it's forehand from Kasatkina to the forehand of Jabeur, who hits a drop shot, but it is the net. And Kasatkina takes the game 2-1, and she consolidates her break. So we are still on serve as both players broke each other. So 2-1 on serve. Oh, yeah, you're probably wondering. May saying I'm looking very serious in my suit. I did not dress up for this. I am a regular watcher of the Game to Love podcast, so no, it's informal. What happened is I was at a function now just before this match, and I had this suit on for the function, and I didn't change before this match. Lexi saying she was about to ask the same. Yeah, so if you see me next time, I definitely won't be this overdressed for this very informal occasion. All right, so I didn't get your predictions maybe the first time. Tell me, who do you think is going to win, and who do you think, or how far do you think this is going to go? Is it going to be a 3-setter, or do you think this is going to be straight set? Okay, tell me in the chat who you think is going to win, and how many sets are we going to get? And Jabeur is serving to the forehand of Kasatkina. Jabeur hits a forehand to the forehand of Kasatkina, to the backhand of Jabeur, and backhand of Jabeur goes into the net, and it is love 15. May saying I want straight sets, so she has energy for Iga. Yes, no, that's the thing. I think fatigue is going to play a big role in this match, because if you think Jabeur, she won Madrid, so she's playing a lot of matches there, and then she had the long match with Sakari, while Kasatkina, her opponent yesterday, retired, so she should be more fresh in this match. So I don't think that Jabeur can afford for this match to go very long. We have Neil saying Ons Jabeur will win 7-6 in the tiebreak and then 6-2 in the second set. Oh, we have a 2 sets for 1 for Kasatkina by Lena. Interesting. All right, so it's currently 15 all on my screen, and Jabeur is serving, and you can see also that she's struggling serving into the sun. And she goes for her serve into the forehand of Kasatkina, to the forehand of Jabeur, backhand, no. Jabeur hits it long, and it is 15-30. And Kasatkina is serving, and she hits it to the forehand of Kasatkina. Kasatkina tries to lob it, but Jabeur goes for the smash, but Kasatkina gets it, and Jabeur goes for the next smash, and she gets it, and it is 30 all. But it was good movement by Kasatkina to get the first smash. But then Jabeur got the point with the second smash. Jabeur goes for the first serve, but that's a fault, and she'll go for a second serve. And she serves to the backhand, no, forehand to Kasatkina, backhand to Jabeur, and the backhand of Kasatkina goes to the backhand of Jabeur, backhand Kasatkina, backhand Jabeur. It's a backhand exchange, slice by Kasatkina, and Jabeur goes for the backhand. We have another slice by Kasatkina, and goes to the forehand of Kasatkina. Jabeur now with a hit in the net, and we have 30-40. Break point by Kasatkina, break opportunity. Will she be able to convert this one also like the previous one? Break point, and Jabeur is serving to the forehand of Kasatkina, and Jabeur hits a backhand into the net, and we have a break, and break taken by Kasatkina. Thank you very much, Ben. So I hope you like that new button by Kasatkina. And Kasatkina is now serving. It seems like she's once again also struggling to hold her serve here. As she goes here, love 15, serving now to Jabeur. And she serves it to the backhand of Jabeur. Kasatkina with a forehand. And Jabeur is going for, and Kasatkina slices it into the net. And we have love 30. So we have some comments here on the Casper Ruud match. May is saying that I'm hoping Ruud pulls a miracle. I won't be able to watch this match. Maybe that helps him. Okay. And Lexi saying, so if Casper wins against Novak, I might have to root for him and just be casual with Stefanos. I think Casper is going to have a difficult time tonight against Novak, but we'll see. Kasatkina goes for the serve, and Jabeur hits it out. It is 15-30. Hi, Gary says, hi, everyone. I missed the Iga match, but I guess I didn't miss much because it was so short. I got to see a few points between Steph and Sasha. And hi, Gary. Nice to have you here on the Game to Love podcast. And Kasatkina's hitting a backhand, and Jabeur goes for the drop shot, but Kasatkina's gonna get there, and she replies with a drop shot of her own. But then Kasatkina gets there as well, hits it for a winner. Brilliant running by both players, and it is 15-30. No, it's 30 all. And Kasatkina going now to serve at 30 all. She serves it to Jabeur's forehand. Kasatkina shanks it out of the court, and it is 30-40. Let's see now Jabeur with a break points opportunity. Will she be able to get her break back? As Kasatkina is serving to the backhand of Jabeur, going to the forehand of Kasatkina. Forehand by Jabeur to the backhand of Kasatkina. And Jabeur looks into control. But Jabeur hits it out. She hits it long. And we are at deuce. May saying, is Haman Brit? I don't detect a big Brit accent. No, I'm actually from South Africa. In Cape Town. Stellenbosch, to be more specific. As Kasatkina is serving at deuce. And she hits a fault. Second serve. As Kasatkina serves to the forehand of Jabeur, who hits a massive return. Kasatkina cannot get there, and it's advantage for Jabeur with another breakpoint opportunity. Lexi asking whether I'm a broker. I'm not. I'm actually a lecturer at Stellenbosch University, and we had our open day today for prospective students for next year, so hence the formal suit. As Jabeur is hitting, and she can't find a first serve, and it's going to be second serve on break points. Can Jabeur capitalize this and break back? And Kasatkina serves, and Jabeur going for the forehand into Kasatkina's backhand. Jabeur hits a backhand winner down the line, and Jabeur breaks back.
It's her, it's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur, Jabeur, Jabeur. We'll keep talking about Ons Jabeur. It's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur.
So we are back on serve. Jabeur, it's 2-3, and Jabeur is going to serve to hold. May asking, is that Fed's mother's country, South Africa? Yes, that is. And I saw the match between Federer and Nadal, the charity match they had. Was it last year? No, it was 2020, just before COVID hit in Cape Town, which was amazing. Obviously, a very high attendance. It was difficult to see, I must be honest, because it's such a big stadium that you sit so far away that you can barely see who's playing. You just believe them that it's Federer and Nadal. I did see them as well in Shanghai in 2017, where Federer won, and that was just a much better view than the soccer stadium. So I guess like there's a reason why tennis matches are not played in soccer stadiums. Lexi saying Genie's from South Africa. Yes, I know. I've seen him in the chat very often. Chat, not the chat, the chat. Very often. Okay, Jabeur is serving to hold, and she's serving to Kasatkina's backhand. Jabeur to the forehand, and Kasatkina lobs it into Jabeur's backhand, but Jabeur hits it out, and it is love 15. It's interesting when you see the stats. First serve points won is 25% by Jabeur and 44% by Kasatkina. So both players really struggling with their serve. And Jabeur serves, and Kasatkina, it's a slice, and Jabeur, it's a forehand to the forehand. Kasatkina, both are running. Jabeur with a drop shot, and Kasatkina cannot get there, and it is 15 all. Jabeur with a classic drop shot. Gary asking, nice to meet you. I assume you're a tennis nut. Yes, I am a big tennis nut. I'm a big Federer fan. I try to not make my commentary then too biased, although it's not relevant here. But yeah, I'm a big Federer fan. That's how I got into tennis. And Jabeur serving at 30-15, and she hits a fault, and she's going now for her second serve. And she serves to the forehand of Kasatkina. We have a backhand drop shot by Jabeur, but it doesn't cross the net. It bounces before it reaches the net, and it is 30 all. So we have 271 people currently watching. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you have not already. Jabeur serving fault into the net, and she's going for her second serve. At 30 all, second serve. Jabeur to the forehand of Kasatkina. Kasatkina to the backhand of Jabeur, and we have a backhand exchange, but Kasatkina is it out, and it is 40-30. So let's see if Jabeur can hold her serve, making it 3 all. And Jabeur serving a fault. Jabeur going for the second serve. To the backhand of Kasatkina, and we have a backhand exchange between the two players, but Kasatkina hits it out, and Jabeur holds, and it is 3 all. And this match is back on track.
It's her, it's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur, Jabeur, Jabeur. We'll be talking about Ons Jabeur.
And Kasatkina is now serving, and Jabeur hit a drop shot. The drop shot wasn't a winner, but the shot after that made Kasatkina make an error. So it was once again a brilliant drop shot by Jabeur. So it seems like it's a tactic that is working today as usual. So she would probably be deploying it a lot further today, as it clearly is working. As Kasatkina is serving at love 15 to the forehand of Jabeur. It's a good return. Kasatkina is it back, and we have a backhand to Jabeur's forehand. Kasatkina with a forehand to Jabeur's backhand is a drop shot, and Kasatkina gets there. And Jabeur gets there as well, hits it for a winner, and it's love 30 for Jabeur. It was a good get by Kasatkina, but unfortunately it was not enough, as Jabeur was waiting there at the net and was ready if Kasatkina was somehow able to get to the drop shot, which she was, but Jabeur was ready for that. And we have love 30. Okay, Kasatkina with a serve to Jabeur's backhand. It is the net court, and Kasatkina gets there. Hits it for a good winner with her backhand. It is 15-30. Carlton saying it's the best drop shot in the WTA. I must agree with that. And you could go back in time. I don't think I haven't seen somebody hit that good of a drop shot in recent years. And Jabeur, it's the return out, and it's 30 all. So it really seems like both players are struggling to hold their serve. As Kasatkina serves at 30 all and serves it. No, wait, she's waiting for the crowd to get quiet. And she serves to the backhand. No, she hits a fault. Second serve. And we have a second serve to the forehand of Jabeur. Jabeur is looking in control as Jabeur hits a drop shot, but it doesn't cross the net. It drops before it gets to the net, and it is 40-30. I have a question here by Stradom. Haman, being a Federer fan, what do you think is his comeback prospects? Difficult one. So we know officially that they say his comeback will be, or he confirmed to be playing in, it seems like the Lever Cup as well as Basel. I think he's going to return before that. I don't think that means that he's only going to return then. I think it's going to be before that. I don't think it will be before Wimbledon, realistically. So my guess would be he will want to play the US Open. So I'm expecting that as a warm-up, he will probably play Cincinnati. He also had a lot of success there in the past. Fast court, fits his style. So I'm expecting him to get back in Cincinnati. As Kasatkina is serving at deuce, and she serves a fault. Second serve. To the forehand of Jabeur. Jabeur hits it in the net, and it's advantage Kasatkina. And let's see whether Kasatkina can hold this game. She hits a fault, second serve. As she serves a second serve. To the forehand of Jabeur, he hits a return into the net, and it is 4-3 Kasatkina.
She got the life, have you seen her? Got the shots, it's Kasatkina. She got the life, have you seen her? Daria, Kasatkina.
And there we have the new button for Kasatkina. We've got Gary saying, I'm older. I was a Jimmy Connors and Chris Evert guy, then Monica Seles and Andre Agassi. I was a huge Roger guy, but Novak is now my sports hero. With immense respect for Roger and Rafa. That's great. I mean, we have such a toxic vibe on social media against, like, between Roger, Rafa, and Novak fans. So it's quite rare to see a fan still respecting the other two of the big three, which is great to see. Tell me, Gary, like, when did you become a Novak fan? Did you become a fan when he started winning, like, Australian Open 2008? Or did it only become later that you became a fan of him? Or when did you start realizing that you want to support him? We've got King and Just saying, what's up, everyone? And wow, I've never seen this Haman guy before. Yes, this is my first time on Game to Love podcast. If you've just joined, the reason I'm so overdressed is because I was at a function just before this match, and I didn't change before that. So this is not how I dress every day or for this match. As Jabeur, it's an ace, and it's 15-love Jabeur. And we serve Jabeur to the forehand of Kasatkina. Kasatkina, it's a backhand into the net, and it's 30-love. It will be nice to have some momentum here, as currently we're not seeing a lot of rallies. It's a lot of hitting in the net and poor serving. So I hope that the quality can increase a bit. And Jabeur hits it out. Second serve. To the forehand of Kasatkina. Jabeur with a big forehand into Kasatkina's forehand. Kasatkina hits it out, and it's 40-love. So Jabeur looking to make this a quick game. Let's see whether she can wrap this game up as she serves out. It's a fault, second serve. And Jabeur serves to Kasatkina's forehand, to Jabeur's forehand, and Jabeur hits it out. It's 40-15. Casey asked, does lecturer mean professor in South Africa? So no, professor is a very specific rank in South Africa. So although I'm a lecturer, I'm not at the rank of professor. So we say lecturer, but it's at the university that I'm a lecturer. As Jabeur goes for a second serve to Kasatkina's forehand. Kasatkina, it's a winner. That was a good winner, and we have 40-30. And it looks like Kasatkina is looking to get back into this game. As Jabeur is now serving to the backhand of Kasatkina. I thought that's out, but it wasn't. And Kasatkina's return is out, and we are at 4-all, and Jabeur gets the game.
It's her, it's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur, Jabeur, Jabeur. We'll be talking about Ons Jabeur. It's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur, Jabeur, Jabeur. We'll be talking about Ons Jabeur.
And there's no change of end. Kasatkina serves immediately. It's love 15. Jabeur hits the net court. She apologizes. Does she mean it? Well, do we ever? And Kasatkina hits a serve to Jabeur's backhand. Kasatkina with a nice backhand down the line, but Jabeur gets there. Kasatkina with a backhand to Jabeur's forehand, who slices it. Kasatkina goes with a big forehand, but it goes long. And it is 0-30. Well, love 30, rather. Casey asking what's my subject? I lecture accounting. So yes, very boring, but I seem to like it. As Kasatkina serves a fault. And she goes for a second serve. Under pressure at love 30. And she serves it to Jabeur's forehand. And we have a forehand exchange between the players. Not really taking risks, hitting it in the middle of the court. No one going for a risky shot. Jabeur goes for a big backhand, but she hits it long, and it is 15-30. As Kasatkina is serving to the backhand of Jabeur. Kasatkina goes for a forehand to Jabeur's forehand, who hits it down the line. Great shot. Jabeur's in control. We have a backhand exchange. Jabeur going for a forehand, and she hits it for a winner. Kasatkina can't get there. Big hitting by Jabeur, and we are at 15-40. And if Jabeur can break here, she will then serve for the set. Breakpoint opportunity. Kasatkina serving. She hits a fault against the net. Second serve. And Kasatkina is serving to the forehand of Jabeur, who hits a very nice shot down the line with a forehand, but Kasatkina gets there. But Jabeur hits it for another winner. She breaks, takes the break, and she'll be serving for the match. No, for the sets, rather. So, Jabeur breaking 5-4.
It's her, it's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur, Jabeur, Jabeur. We'll be talking about Ons Jabeur. It's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur.
And Jabeur gets the break, and she'll be serving for the first set 5-4. And I think she will be relieved that this is not going to a tiebreak. Well, maybe it still is. But she'll be hoping that it doesn't go to a tiebreak, because I really think that she wants to reserve her energy if she's able to get into the final against the best player in the world right now, Iga. It'll be insane if you think she'll then have won Madrid and then played all the matches in Rome as well. So we're hoping that she will be rested for the French Open in time. Carrie saying Novak won me over in 2011. And then I began paying attention to him as a person in addition to his prowess on the court. I'm just attracted to everything about him except for no vax. Well, yeah, that was a very interesting story to follow. Okay, 2011. As Jabeur is serving for the match, and she hits a fault. Second serve. Jabeur serving to the forehand of Kasatkina, who Jabeur is attempting the drop shot, but it doesn't reach the net. We've seen that a few times now where she goes for the drop shot, but it doesn't even reach the net. It bounces before it gets to the net. And Jabeur is serving to the forehand of Kasatkina. Jabeur hitting it in the net. It's love 30. Well. We've seen a lot of breaks this set already, so I guess we shouldn't be too surprised if Kasatkina's able to get the break back. Jabeur serving. It's a good serve to the backhand of Kasatkina. Jabeur hitting to the forehand of Kasatkina. Kasatkina hits it long. It is 15-30. Hi, 707 Lady T. Nice that you are joining us. Remember, everybody, to hit the like button on this video and subscribe if you are new to the channel. As Jabeur is serving and Kasatkina's returning to the forehand of Jabeur. Jabeur, it's a backhand to Kasatkina's backhand. We have a backhand exchange. It's going to Kasatkina's forehand to Jabeur's backhand. Kasatkina with the backhand down the line. Jabeur slices and gets there. And Kasatkina hits it. And Jabeur is running around. She's not able to get there the final time. Hits it out. And Kasatkina is having break points. It's 15-40. So 2 breakpoint opportunities now for Kasatkina to level it up to 5-all. Jabeur serving to the forehand. She hits an ace. Wow. To the forehand of Kasatkina. That's a great angle. And she's able to get the ace. Second breakpoint opportunity for Kasatkina. Jabeur serving. She hits a fault. Second serve. Jabeur to the forehand of Kasatkina, who hits it to the backhand of Jabeur. Forehand Kasatkina into the forehand of Jabeur, who hits it in. Kasatkina with the backhand, Jabeur with her backhand, Kasatkina going with the backhand in the net, and it's deuce. And Kasatkina is upset. You can see that she's upset that she now lost 2 opportunities to break back, and this could be costly. As she's screaming. And Jabeur serving a fault, second serve. Second serve to the forehand of Kasatkina. Hits it to the backhand. No, she hits it long. And it's advantage and set point for Jabeur. Jabeur serving for the set. And she hits the net and it goes out. Fault, second serve. Second serve to the forehand of Kasatkina, who hits it long, and it's first set Jabeur.
It's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur. We'll keep talking about Ons Jabeur. We're talking about Ons Jabeur.
And Jabeur takes the first set against Kasatkina, looking ready to wrap up this match and face Iga in the final. What a final that will be, eh? Tell me in the chat, do you think they are both the top 2 power ranking players for the French Open? Iga and Ons Jabeur? Carlton saying, I don't think I'll stay awake long enough for the Novak match. So where do you live, Carlton? Which country are you? I assume then it's not close to the center of Europe, or in my case, South Africa, if it's going to be very late. What time is it now there? So Gary just clarifying that he respects Novak's right to make his choice with regards to the vaccine, but as he states, No need to go there today. It's a very controversial topic, a topic that can go for hours. It's a few months ago, so I think he's right. Let's just look forward to the second set of this Jabeur match. And Kasatkina. So, Carlton, you're in Australia. Okay, that's interesting. Yes, it is very late then. So I guess the time zone is usually a problem for you when watching tennis if you're in Australia, except if they're playing in Australia. 2:15 a.m. Wow. Okay, that's very late. Yeah, that is saying it's currently 2:15 a.m. in Australia. So yes, I assume the Djokovic match will be very, very late for you. I hope you'll be watching the final then. And it's currently the changeover between the two sets. And Jabeur will be looking to make this quick so that she's not too tired for the final if she meets the final. Kasatkina will be hoping that she can capitalize on the serve that both players are currently struggling with. So I think if one of these players can just sort their serve out, then they might be in for a good second set. And Kasatkina is serving first in the set as she serves to the forehand of Jabeur. Jabeur going for a backhand winner. Love 15. Great winner there by Jabeur. Carlton saying there, you've got COVID, so I'm not working. All the best to you. I hope that you get better soon. And you're definitely watching both finals. That's great. And Kasatkina is serving, and Jabeur hits it out from the serve, and it's 15 all. Kasatkina now serving at 15 all, and she serves a fault, second serve. Kasatkina, second serve to the backhand of Jabeur, who hits it in the net, and it's 30-15. So they're showing a stat there that Jabeur has won 20 out of 20 out of her first sets in this year. That is insane. It's 40-15 as Kasatkina's looking to take the first game. And she served to the backhand. No, she hits it out. Or fault rather, second serve. Kasatkina serving to the forehand of Jabeur. It's a hard return. Jabeur with a backhand. And Kasatkina, we have a backhand exchange. Jabeur with a very nice backhand to the forehand of Kasatkina is not able to get there. Kasatkina sliced it into the net, and it's 40-30. Aggressive hitting there by Jabeur. Gary saying recent form often doesn't matter at Grand Slams. Look at last year's women's side, but I think it's Iga versus the field like it used to be with Tiger Woods in golf. Yeah, I must say Iga is just another level, it seems like, against the other players in the field at the moment. As Kasatkina is serving, Jabeur is running around, but she gets to the balls, but she hits that forehand out, and Kasatkina takes the first game, and it is 1-0 for Kasatkina.
She got the lot, have you seen her? Got the shots, it's Kasatkina. She got the lot, have you seen her? Daria, Kasatkina.
And Jabeur is now serving from her side, and she hits a fault, going for a second serve into the backhand of Kasatkina, who hits it to the forehand of Jabeur. Jabeur going for the drop shot, doesn't reach the net. So it's a few times now that the drop shot is now not been working, but I guess that she won't stop using it, as usually it is very successful. And even if it's not working, at least you're making your opponent think that you can't stay back too far because you have to be ready for the drop shot when it does work. as Jabeur is serving and hitting another drop shot. It doesn't work this time either. Drop shot in the net. It is love 30. As Jabeur is serving at love 30, she hits a fault. Second serve. And Jabeur, second serve into the forehand of Kasatkina. Deep return. Kasatkina is looking in control. But Jabeur hits a backhand down the line. That's brilliant. It's not a winner. Kasatkina got there, but she wasn't able to get the ball back. And it's 15-30. We've seen a few times now Jabeur hitting a backhand down the line, working very well. And Jabeur serving to, it's a fault. Second serve into the forehand of Kasatkina. Is that a winner? Yes, that's a winner return. That's brilliant from Kasatkina. She hit a winner with a forehand return deep on the line, and Jabeur didn't even attempt going for it. Yeah, that's on the line. Brilliant return, and that is 15-40. 2 break points for Kasatkina. Jabeur serves to the backhand of Kasatkina, to the forehand of Jabeur, to the forehand of Kasatkina. Jabeur's in control. Backhand exchange between the two players. Jabeur drop shot. Kasatkina gets there and is for a winner, and Kasatkina is able to break Jabeur.
She got the lot, have you seen her? Got the shots, it's Kasatkina. She got the lot, have you seen her? Daria, Kasatkina.
And she's able to get the break, and she's now serving immediately. Second serve to the forehand of Jabeur. Jabeur with a backhand in the net. So it's interesting to see the previous game, the drop shot of Jabeur, it was like 3 or 4 times that it just didn't work. And it seems like the last time she was overcompensating for the fact that the drop shot was going into the net each time. So this time she hit the drop shot, but too deep into the court. Kasatkina had a lot of time to get there, and she hit it for a winner. So it will be interesting to see if this will influence Jabeur's decision to then go for the drop shot less. And Jabeur gets frustrated and she throws her racket. She didn't break it, but she threw it to the side. Upset. It's 30 love Kasatkina. Kasatkina serves, but she loses the ball in the air. She stops. She's going to attempt the first serve again. Let. First service. And Kasatkina serves to the backhand of Jabeur. Brilliant return by Jabeur to the backhand of Kasatkina. Jabeur with a forehand. She's in control. She hits it for a winner. Brilliant shot there by Jabeur. Aggressive returning by Jabeur there. It's 30-15. So it seems like Jabeur is deciding to attack the second serve. Fault by Kasatkina, going for a second serve. Now this is going to be interesting. Is Jabeur going to attack the second serve? She's standing. And Kasatkina goes for it. Yes. Jabeur went again hard on the second serve. Kasatkina was not able to get there, and it's 30 all. Carlton saying, honestly, I think Jabeur is the second best player. I do agree with you on that one at the moment, especially on clay. Kasatkina serving a fault. Kasatkina second serve. To the backhand of Jabeur. Kasatkina with a forehand to the forehand of Jabeur. Kasatkina with the backhand. She's running. Jabeur's in control. She goes to the forehand of Kasatkina. Kasatkina gets there. Jabeur with a smash, but Kasatkina gets there. Another smash attempt by Jabeur. And Kasatkina gets there as well. And Jabeur hits it long. Okay, that's brilliant running there by Kasatkina. Jabeur went for 2 smashes. Kasatkina got there both times. It must be said, I think the first smash was too much in the center of the court. But still, good movement there by Kasatkina. And it's 40-30. Carlton saying that I think she's good on grass as well. So Jabeur is currently ranked 6th, if I'm correct, in the world. And I think if she wins this tournament, which will be very difficult in the final, she, I think, will become 4th. And Kasatkina holds, and she gets the game. Jabeur in frustration. It's the racket into the ground. It's 3-love. Kasatkina takes control of the second set.
She got the lot. Have you seen her? Got the shots. It's Kasatkina. She got the lot. Have you seen her? Daria. Kasatkina.
All right, and it's 3-love there for Kasatkina, taking control of the second set. Yeah, I think there's this debate of whether you are good on clay, good on grass. I think often maybe we just assume that if someone is good on clay, then they must be not as good on grass. But it's very possible that you can be good on grass as well. I think it's also difficult sometimes to determine whether someone is good on grass or not, because the season is so short. So we basically have this one warm-up tournament usually, and then Wimbledon, and then we didn't even have Wimbledon in 2020. So I think, especially with these young players, it's really difficult to assess whether they are good on grass or not. If I look, for example, at the men's side, you've got Medvedev, Tsitsipas, Zverev. None of them has had good records on grass, but then in their defense, they didn't have a lot of opportunities to play on grass. So it's very difficult to assess who is actually good on grass and who isn't. And it's like Carlos Alcaraz, how will he do on grass? We've got no idea. As Jabeur is serving to the forehand of Kasatkina. Kasatkina is a return out. It's 15-love. Lexi saying that she seems to have a problem with the second set always. That is an interesting trend that is appearing these days. We'll have to see how that will affect her fatigue going into the following tournaments or even the match. 30-love by Jabeur. As she's serving to the backhand of Kasatkina. Forehand by Jabeur, who hits it for a winner. It was good one-shot tennis. Hitting the serve and then from the return, hit it from a winner from there. And it's 40-love. She serves to Kasatkina's backhand. Jabeur goes aggressive into the net, but I don't think she'll worry too much because she's in a nice position for 40-15. So you can afford to be a bit more aggressive. As she's now serving to the backhand. That's a brilliant serve to the backhand of Kasatkina. He said out, and she holds her game, and it's 3-1. There's no changeover now as Kasatkina is getting ready to serve at 3-1 in the second set. We've got JG here saying, hey, Arman, and a great stream, guys. Thank you very much, JG. And we want to remind you, like the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Manzora saying, I think Ons Jabeur is more favorite to win the next sets. I do agree. As Lexi also suggested, it seems like she goes through a bit of a bubble in the second set, but then she seems to pick it up in the third set usually. As Kasatkina is serving, second serve, 15-love. As she serves it, no, she loses the ball into the air. There is no sun at the moment anymore, I must say. It's all shadows, so it's not due to the sun. As she's serving a second serve to the backhand of Jabeur. It's to the forehand of Kasatkina, and Jabeur is running. She can't get there, and it's point to Kasatkina, 30-love. We've got Gary there saying, you and Ben have great taste and commentator. I'm on rocks. Thank you very much. Obviously, I will choose to show that comment and not any others. Not that there are any negative comments. So thank you for much. Thank you for that. You guys are lenient. Let's put it that way. And that makes it less stressful to do this thing. As Jabeur is returning the serve by Kasatkina. And Jabeur is running side to side. Kasatkina, it's a drop shot, but Jabeur gets there. And she slices it, and we have a lot of running. Difficult to keep track of the point. But in the end, Jabeur gets the point. Kasatkina cannot get there. So it was lovely movement there by Jabeur to get to the drop shot of Kasatkina. Good agility there by Jabeur. As Kasatkina is serving at 30-15. And she serves it to the forehand of Jabeur. Kasatkina to the backhand of Jabeur, who hits it in the net. It's good serving there by Kasatkina. And Jabeur is looking very frustrated. It's 40-15 there for Kasatkina. And Kasatkina also looks like she's hitting the ball very deep, which is giving problems to Jabeur. As Kasatkina is serving to the backhand of Jabeur, who returns it into the net, and that's a game. But for Kasatkina, she takes control of the second set, leading 4-1.
Daria, she got the lot. Have you seen her? Got the shots. It's Kasatkina. She got the lot. Have you seen her? Daria, Kasatkina.
As Kasatkina is leading in the set 4-1. You know what? I'm going to play that song again. Firstly, because it's very catchy. And secondly, I want to put my aircon on because I am dying in this heat. So let's go for it one more time.
She got the lot. Have you seen her? Got the shots. It's Kasatkina. She got the lot. Have you seen her? Daria, Kasatkina.
All right, that's better. And Jabeur is going to serve. It's 4-1 Kasatkina in the second set. And Jabeur is serving to the forehand of Kasatkina. Slow serve. Jabeur with a forehand to Kasatkina's forehand. And Jabeur hits a forehand out. It's love 15. Jabeur serving at love 15. Okay, it was a fault, and then the umpire overruled and said, correction, that was good. Now the question is, are they going to replay the points, or is it it's a replay the point, first service? As Jabeur is serving to the forehand of Kasatkina, great serve. Jabeur gets there, and Kasatkina lobs it. Ooh, and Jabeur... Oh, wow. Okay, so what happened there is Kasatkina went for the lob, but Jabeur was able to hit it backwards, like facing the way to the crowd and hitting the ball behind the back, and it actually worked. But then Kasatkina got there in the end as well, and it's love 30 for Kasatkina. And Jabeur serving to the backhand of Kasatkina. She can't return it. It's 15-30. So it's possible that Jabeur might be thinking, okay, let's go and just sacrifice the sets and be fresh for the third one, because to come back now would entail so much work. And Jabeur is hitting a drop shot. Kasatkina is not getting there. It's 30 all. Oh, it's very, very nice half volley there by Jabeur in that previous point. She serves a fault, Jabeur, second serve. Who serves to the forehand of Kasatkina, to the backhand of Jabeur, and Jabeur hits it out. It's 30-40, break point for Kasatkina. Can Kasatkina take full control of the second set and serve it out to make it a breadstick? And Jabeur serves to the backhand of Kasatkina. Jabeur tries to be aggressive. She hits it out, and it's another break by Kasatkina. She takes control of the second set. It is 5-1.
She got the lot. Have you seen her? Got the shots. It's Kasatkina. She got the lot. Have you seen her? Daria, Kasatkina.
And Kasatkina is going to serve to take the second set. As she serves to the backhand of Jabeur, who returns is out. 15-love, Kasatkina. Kasatkina serves it out as it bounces on the net court. Second serve. To the forehand of Jabeur, tries to hit an aggressive return, but she hits it in the net as 30-love. Jean, nice to have you with us. Nice to have you. Greetings for fellow South African. As Kasatkina is serving at 30-love to Jabeur's backhand, Kasatkina with a backhand in the net and is 30-15. So I'm thinking Jabeur here will just want to get the set over with and start fresh in the next one. To get back from here is a bit too demanding. As Kasatkina is serving to the backhand of Jabeur, it's a forehand by Kasatkina to the backhand of Jabeur down the line. Kasatkina with a forehand to the forehand of Jabeur. Kasatkina with a backhand. It's on the line and Jabeur hits it in the net. It's 40-15 and set point for Kasatkina. As the match has just gone past the hour mark. Kasatkina serving a fault. Set point by Kasatkina, second serve. To the backhand of Jabeur, who hits it aggressively down the line. Kasatkina to the backhand. Kasatkina doesn't get there. Aggressive hitting by Jabeur. It's 40-30. Gene asking, where in South Africa am I from? I'm from Stellenbosch. I see you say you're on from Cape Town. Yeah, I'm from Stellenbosch, so it should be close. Cape Town is close to Stellenbosch. As Kasatkina is now trying to serve for the set again to the forehand of Jabeur. Jabeur, it's a forehand slice, so it's very defensive. Kasatkina going for the forehand to Jabeur's forehand. Kasatkina with a forehand to Jabeur's backhand, and it's now to Kasatkina's backhand. It's a slice. It goes long, and it's going to deuce. Deuce, Kasatkina now serving. Who serves two? No, she hits a in the net. Second serve. Second serve to the backhand of Jabeur. Kasatkina with the aggressive forehand down the line. Jabeur doesn't get there, and it's another set point for Kasatkina. Now, I do apologize for those that have joined recently now in the stream. My stream that I'm watching is currently a bit behind against the stream that is appearing in the stream that you are watching. So I do apologize for the delay. As Kasatkina is serving against the net, it's a fault. And second serve, she serves to the backhand of Jabeur. As a backhand by Kasatkina for a winner. She gets the second set, dominated in the second set, and we are going for a third.
She got the lot. Have you seen her? Got the shots. It's Kasatkina. She got the lot. Have you seen her? Daria, Kasatkina.
And we are going to a third set in this match. It's always nice when it's not too one-sided. Lexi has pointed out that it's becoming a trend for Jabeur to lose the second set and then just suddenly come back with usual class in the third set. So tell me, what do you think is going to happen in the third set? We've got Jean saying, my parents are from Stellenbosch. I consider it my second home, been going there all my life. That's great. Yeah, so I'm a lecturer here at Stellenbosch University, and I've studied here as well. So I've been staying in Stellenbosch now for 9 years. Quick calculation there. Okay, we've got some predictions. So, yeah, 707 Lady T commentating, nice Daria button. Yes, Ben made that for us very quickly today. I mean, what talent that is. Very, very catchy. It's good music, but it's also good lyrics, and it rhymes, and it's funny. It's just a beautiful package. So we've got some predictions here. Schnell saying Jabeur is going to take this third set 3-6. Lexi also saying that Jabeur is going to take the second set 6-4. Okay, 707 Lady T saying Jabeur may come back, and I agree with you. I think she probably will. And Carlton also agreeing that Jabeur is going to take the set, and he says it's going to be 6-4. As Jabeur is serving to the backhand of Kasatkina, Jabeur with a forehand to Kasatkina's forehand. She slices it to Kasatkina's backhand. Jabeur with a backhand to Kasatkina's forehand, and Kasatkina's in control. Kasatkina is heading to the backhand of Jabeur, and Jabeur is running. She slices it to the forehand of Kasatkina, and Kasatkina is hitting it very aggressively, and she's in control, and she hits it for a winner. Great shot there by Kasatkina, and it is love 15. So we might be in for a surprise here. And Jean saying that Jabeur's going to take this 6-3. Tell me, I know everybody pronounces it as Jean. Is it actually John, being South African, or is it actually Jean? Well, I guess you can't say in the chat how it's pronounced. So, yeah. As Jabeur is serving, and she's in control of this rally, Kasatkina is slicing it, and Jabeur is running to the net, and it's for a winner with a backhand, and it's 15 all. So I'm wondering what role fatigue will play in this third set as well, especially for Jabeur, as she's been playing a lot of tennis recently. As Jabeur is serving a fault against the net, second serve. Second serve to the forehand of Kasatkina. It's to the backhand of Jabeur. And we're now going to have a forehand of Kasatkina, and Jabeur is running. Kasatkina's in control, but Jabeur, it's a marvelous winner. She ran for the ball and then with a forehand hit it for a winner as she was running. Very difficult to do because you need a lot of topspin if you want to hit it with a forehand whilst running towards the ball. That's brilliant. Fist bump there by Jabeur. And Jabeur serving a fault at 30-15 in the first game of this third set. Jabeur, second serve to the backhand of Kasatkina. That's a good return, but it seems not good enough. It's just out, and it's 40-15 for Jabeur. Can Jabeur take this first game and calm maybe the nerves a little bit? As she serves to the backhand of Kasatkina. Good serve. Jabeur in control, hitting forehands, power shots, and Jabeur is now going for a forehand to Kasatkina's backhand. Kasatkina gets there. Jabeur with a forehand to the forehand of Kasatkina. She gets there again. And Jabeur going for the drop shot. Kasatkina gets there. But Jabeur is at the net. That's just brilliant, because what makes a good drop shot is not just the drop shot itself, but it's also the follow-up, right? So she hit a drop shot. Kasatkina was able to get there, but Jabeur knew that she now needs to go forward, because if Kasatkina is able to get there, she's then ready for the follow-up shot. And she was ready, and she was able to hit it for a winner. And Jabeur takes the first game of the third set.
It's her, it's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur, Jabeur, Jabeur. We'll keep talking about Ons
And Kasatkina is serving now, and it's love 15. Jean saying, my father studied at Stellenbosch University. He knows that everyone there very well. That is interesting. Yeah, it's a great place. For those of you in the chat, if you haven't been to South Africa and you want to come here, do check out Stellenbosch. It's a beautiful place. As Kasatkina is winning that point, and it's 15 all. It's a nice volley there by Kasatkina at the net. 15 all, Kasatkina serving. To the forehand of Jabeur, forehand in the net by Jabeur, and it's 30-15. As Jabeur is serving. No, Kasatkina. To the forehand of Jabeur, who tries to go for a winner return, but she hits it out, and it's 40-15. It's good to see in the second set now the serves are getting better. In the first set, it was like just break, 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 break. But now it seems like they're able to hold their serve better. More first serves in. As Kasatkina is serving, okay, fault. Obviously, just as I say, they're serving better. They will always serve a fault after that. Commentator curse. As Kasatkina is serving a second serve to the forehand of Jabeur. That's a great return there by Jabeur. It was like a rougher forehand, almost like very like, how would you describe that? Loopy hand to get that top spin return. As it's 40-30. Kasatkina now serving on the ad side. To Jabeur's backhand. Kasatkina with a forehand in the net, and it's deuce. And Kasatkina is under pressure in the start of this third set. Yeah, so Anya saying there, as I mentioned previously, I'm an accounting lecturer. Probably not the most exciting for everyone, but for me, it is very exciting. As sad as that may be. As Kasatkina is serving a backhand, and she's running around. Jabeur's in control as she hits a forehand to the on the line, and now she hits a backhand on the line of winner. Brilliant shots there by Jabeur. As she now has advantage, break point for Jabeur. Kasatkina did well to get there to the backhand and then to a forehand, but Jabeur was just too good in controlling where the ball is going. Jabeur was barely moving because she barely had to. She was just controlling where the ball is going, and Kasatkina did all the running. As she's now serving, break point, Jabeur returns. Kasatkina to the forehand of Jabeur. Kasatkina with a forehand Jabeur, who hits it long. And she's wondering, did it not touch the line? But she accepts the decision that it did not touch the line. It's out, and we are back to deuce. And Kasatkina is serving at deuce to the forehand of Jabeur. Kasatkina with a forehand. That's a great shot. Jabeur gets there. Kasatkina with a drop shot. And Jabeur gets there, but she hits it in the net. And it's advantage Kasatkina. Nice drop shot there by Kasatkina. Saying anything you can do, I can do as well. Maybe today better. Who knows? The drop shot by Jabeur hasn't been working very well today. And it seems like she hasn't deployed it recently, as Kasatkina is serving to the backhand of Jabeur. Kasatkina with a forehand winner! And she takes the first game. Great shot and winner there by Kasatkina. And it's 15 love. Nice winner there by Jabeur in this third game of the third set. Carlton saying, I could be wrong, but I feel Iga doesn't watch the other matches. Yeah, so we don't know that. The reason I think it could be right is that I saw the comment that she made that she hears that other people like Tsitsipas, or she was surprised by the fact that Tsitsipas actually has goals as to how many points he wants to have by the end of each month. And she was very surprised about that, maybe being an indication that she doesn't really follow the tour or the stats that closely, but rather just focuses on her own game. But I could be wrong. And it's 30 love there by Jabeur, taking control of her service game. Colin saying, I'm sure a coaching team do for sure. Yeah, well, that's their job, isn't it? They have to provide all the stats. That's what they are there for. Not really to teach them how to play tennis. They already know how to play tennis, but more like for the strategic analysis. As Jabeur is serving a second serve to the backhand of Kasatkina. Jabeur with a big forehand. Kasatkina gets there. Jabeur again with a big forehand down the line. Kasatkina gets there again, and it bounces out. Good running by Kasatkina, but it's point for Jabeur, and it's 40 love. Gene saying Jabeur is 20 love when winning the opening set. That is interesting. As Jabeur is serving, and she hits an ace. Great service game there by Jabeur.
It's her, it's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur, Jabeur, Jabeur. We'll keep talking about Ons Jabeur. It's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur, Jabeur, Jabeur. We'll keep talking about Ons Jabeur.
So we are on serve in the second set. Kasatkina will be looking to hold her serve to make it 2-all as they are currently in the changeover. Not many people in the stadium. Not sure if they are what the restrictions are in Rome with regards to COVID at the moment. There are people, but they're all quite spaced between each other as they are getting ready for the fourth game of this third set. Oh, sorry, Gene, it seems like I missed your question earlier, but do you know a person named Reginel? I do not. Sorry about that. So to make the story short and sweet, the answer is no, I don't. And Kasatkina is serving a fault. Kasatkina, second serve to the forehand of Jabeur, who hits it in the net. You can see that Jabeur is really trying to be aggressive on the second serve by Kasatkina. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it will not, but it probably is worth the risk given that it will help you with the fatigue if you can win the points quickly. Kasatkina serving to the backhand of Jabeur, but it's a fault. Second serve. Kasatkina, second serve. Oh, it's a double fault. I think that's the first one for the match. Oh no, according to the stats, she had 3 already. I then must have missed the other 2. But it's a double fault by Kasatkina. Yeah, they show on the screen as well. It's 3 double faults, so I must have missed the other 2. 15-all, Kasatkina serving out. Fault. Second serve. Kasatkina. Oh, she's in the net. Double fault again. 2 double faults in a row. Is it maybe nerves getting to her? 15-30, and this is now a moment that the game, it could really give us an indication of where the rest of the set and therefore the match could be going. As Kasatkina serves to the backhand of Jabeur. It's a good kick serve. And Kasatkina tries to go for the winner, but she hits it out. And it's 15-40. 2 break points opportunities for Jabeur to try and take control of this third and final set. So it's 3 unforced errors by Kasatkina in this game, and she hits another fault. Second serve. Kasatkina, very slow second serve. And Jabeur tried to take advantage of it by hitting a hard return, but she hits it in the net as 30-40. Kasatkina serving to the backhand of Jabeur. Kasatkina is doing some running And Jabeur, it's a very hard shot to the line. It gets there. And Kasatkina is now running around. And Jabeur will now go for a smash. But Kasatkina gets there. Oh, that's brilliant. So, winning point for Kasatkina. Jabeur went for a shot, but Kasatkina was able to redirect the ball. She didn't have to hit it hard in return because the smash was already hard as it is. So she was just able to angle the racket and then redirect the ball. And Jabeur couldn't get there in time. And it's a point to Kasatkina. Jean saying Jabeur is probably tired. That's why she's going for so many shots. Yeah, I totally agree. That's probably what's going on here. As Kasatkina is serving and Jabeur is hitting a big second return, Kasatkina slices. Jabeur goes for a big forehand for a winner, and it's advantage Jabeur. You can see that Jabeur is really trying to be more aggressive now in this game. Carlton saying this game could be a turning point. I completely agree. This will probably set the stage for the rest of this match, be an indication of what we can expect for the rest of this match. As Kasatkina serves the forehand of Jabeur. Jabeur now with a backhand, which goes out. We are back to deuce. This is a long game. Yeah, so people in the chat also seeing that there aren't many people in the stadium for this match. As Kasatkina is serving to Jabeur. Great return by Jabeur. And Jabeur hits a... Is that a winner? Yes. I think it touched the line. It looks like it was going to be out, but it seems like both are accepting that it did touch the line. And Kasatkina's like, come on. So that's a point for Jabeur, and it's advantage and break point for Jabeur. And it's a serve by Jabeur to the backhand of Jabeur. Jabeur is running, good athleticism. Jabeur hits a forehand in the middle of the court, though. Kasatkina hits it to the forehand of Jabeur, and Jabeur hits it out. And we are back to deuce, and that was breakpoint number 4, which Jabeur wasn't able to convert. And if she's not able to get the break in this game, we'll definitely look back at this game and think there was the opportunity that she had. Or maybe it will not matter. Let's see. Kasatkina at deuce, serving to the forehand of Jabeur, who goes for aggressive return, but it hits the net cord and it goes out. And it's advantage Kasatkina. Can Kasatkina escape out of the service game? Kasatkina serving to the backhand of Jabeur. Kasatkina is at the net. Jabeur is getting there, but the ball is out. And that's a good hold by Kasatkina. She escapes, saves all the break points, and we are level at 2-2 in the second.
She got the lot, have you seen her? Got the shots, it's Kasatkina. She got the lot, have you seen her? Daria, Kasatkina.
And there's no changeover, and Jabeur is serving. Kasatkina's running around. Jabeur goes for a drop shot, and Kasatkina does not get there. And the drop shot works for the first time in a while. So that's good to see, and it's 15-love for Jabeur. Gary saying, I want to see tennis stadiums packed. I was so happy to see how the fans supported the women's tournaments in Charleston. It surprised, but delighted me. The thing is, I feel like they supported the women's matches in this Rome. Like, it was good support as well in the previous matches. Just for some reason, this match, the stadium isn't very full. I'm not sure what the reason could be. As Jabeur hits serves a fault, second serve at 15-love, 2-all in the third set. And Jabeur, it's a very good first serve. Kasatkina can't get there, and it's 30-love. It wasn't an ace. Kasatkina was able to get there, but not return it. Gene saying with the previous game, Jabeur wasting opportunities now. Yeah, there were like, I think it was 4 breakpoint opportunities that she was not able to convert. Jabeur, 30-love, going for her second serve. She serves to the forehand of Kasatkina. Backhand by Jabeur to the backhand of Kasatkina. It's a slice. Jabeur, drop shots. Oh, brilliant. Well, lucky, but brilliant. Jabeur went for the drop shot and just clipped the net. And then it bounced like just after the net. And she apologized, but I don't know about you in the chat, but when I play tennis, I do apologize, but I almost never mean it. As she serves to the forehand of Kasatkina, Jabeur is trying the drop shot again, but it goes into the net. It's 40-15. Jabeur, great serve to the backhand of Kasatkina. Jabeur hits the forehands, and we have a forehand exchange between the two in the middle of the court. Jabeur now with a backhand drop shot. Doesn't get there. And it's 40-30. She went for the drop shot, but it didn't even reach the net. It bounced before the net. And attempting drop shots now might also be an indication of she being tired, and she wants this match to, or the points to end quickly. As she serves to the backhand of Kasatkina, Jabeur hitting to the backhand of Kasatkina, Jabeur with a forehand to the backhand of Kasatkina, who is down the line. Jabeur gets there. It's a forehand to Kasatkina, who slices it to the forehand of Jabeur. Jabeur hits it out, and it's deuce. And I think it's from 40 love. It was 40 love, I think, and now we are back to deuce. So it's some trouble that we did not expect. Who it's a fault. Carlton saying, I can't see either of them beating Iga. And Gary saying he can't disagree with that. As Jabeur's second serve, and Kasatkina with a backhand to the forehand of Jabeur to the backhand of Kasatkina gets there, and the ball is going in the air very high. But Jabeur, it's for a winner, and it is advantage Jabeur. Seems like Jean wants Iga to lose. Okay. Is that because you want it to just be a bit more interesting, a bit more level, the playing field? Or is it because you maybe are supporting a specific player? Yeah, Jean saying there in the chat, she's too dominant. I see where you're coming from. Like, if one person dominates, you might deem it to be a bit predictable in that sense, but you must agree that the form she's showing is incredible. It would have been so interesting if Ash Barty was still on tour, if you could see the rivalry between Ash Barty and Iga, because Ash Barty was in terrific form as well in the beginning of the year before she retired. It would have been great to see them rival it out. Carlton saying, I do think Jabeur is getting more, I think that's tired, than Kasatkina. It does seem that way, but it also makes sense, right? Because Kasatkina in the previous match, she won by retirement, while Jabeur not only had a 3-set match in the previous match, but also she's coming from winning Madrid. So she's played a lot of matches this past 2 weeks. Gary saying, Jean, I agree with that sentiment whenever it's not Novak. Yeah, well, obviously, if it's your player that you support, then you'll be more than happy for someone to keep dominating. Colton saying, honestly, I'm going to say it. Iga was so close to overtaking Barty. Yes, I think in the beginning, when Iga, it seemed like Iga is going to become number one because of the Barty retirement. People were like, that's a bit of an asterisk. But I think Iga's now more than proven how she deserves to be number one, maybe even regardless of whether Barty would have been there or not. Yes, Jean pointing out in the previous match, Sakkari was up 5-15. And then 30 love. I think actually Sakkari was up 6-1, 5-2, was it not? In a match, and then Jabeur was able to turn that around. As Jabeur is hitting a backhand to Kasatkina's backhand, Jabeur is looking in control. Forehand by Kasatkina goes long. And Jabeur takes that point, and it's love 15. So, Kasatkina serving at 2-3 in the second set, and it's love 15. How will she be able to take the pressure? Yes, Jean showing it was... I see the spaces. They are a bit... It's not 6-15, it's 6-1, 5-2. Yes, that's correct. I didn't watch the match myself. Personally, I watched the highlights, but I just saw that stat when I checked the match stats. As Kasatkina, it's a kick serve, and Jabeur is not able to return that. It is 15 all. Jing saying that Novak is going to trash the clay bot. I'm confused. He's not playing Rafa. Sorry, I had to do that. Yeah, I also think, well, it's interesting that Casper Ruud was so dominant on clay the previous year, and then this year is clay. Yeah, his hardcore record is so good, but then on clay, he's struggling a lot. But it seems like he's getting back to form on clay in Rome. We'll see that how it translates to the French Open. Yes, now I was making a joke about Rafa. Ruud is definitely considered a clay specialist in the past. As Kasatkina is serving and she's in control of this rally, hitting a forehand to Jabeur, who slices it back. Kasatkina with a backhand. Kasatkina is in control of this rally. She hits a forehand to Jabeur's backhand. Kasatkina with a forehand to Jabeur's backhand. She gets there every time, but Kasatkina's in control. She goes to the net, but Jabeur is able to pass her. That's a brilliant pass by Jabeur. And it's 15-40. 2 breakpoint opportunities by Jabeur. All right, and Kasatkina is serving. That's brilliant. 1+1. So she went for the serve, and then for the winner after that, she saves a breakpoint. It's 30-40, and now it's a second breakpoint opportunity for Kasatkina. No, for Jabeur. As Kasatkina is serving a fault. Second serve. Second serve to the forehand of Jabeur. Slow second serve as Jabeur is in control of this rally, but she hits it out. We are back to deuce. And it's a bad fault there by Kasatkina. She goes for a second serve. Now, will Jabeur be aggressive on the return here? Let's see. Kasatkina with a second serve. And Jabeur, yes! She went for the winner and she got it. And Jabeur's like, how do you like that? How do you like that? She hits a winner on the second serve return. And she has another breakpoint opportunity. That was very aggressive. Kasatkina trying to save another break point as she serves to the backhand of Jabeur. Jabeur with a forehand. Jabeur's in control of the rally. Kasatkina to the forehand of Jabeur, who hits it down the line. Kasatkina gets there. Jabeur in control, now going to the forehand of Kasatkina, who's running around. And she gets it in. Smash by Jabeur, but Kasatkina gets there. Kasatkina running around, but she's getting it back every time. But Jabeur going there for the winner down the line. That's a break by Jabeur, and she leads the third set 4-2.
It's her, it's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur, Jabeur, Jabeur. We're talking about Ons Jabeur. It's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur.
Jabeur is serving right away, and Kasatkina is in control of this rally. She goes through the net and hits it for a winner. It's love 15. Carrie saying it was a great Rafa joke. Thank you very much. I should be impartial. I should be. But I mean, sometimes it's just difficult, eh? How cool would it not be? Remember that match they had where like half of it was grass and half of it was clay? How cool would it be if they can try to reproduce that? But they probably won't. Maybe when they're both retired, they can try to replicate that clay grass match again. And it's love 30. Jabeur serving now. Love 30. Kasatkina's looking to break back. But Kasatkina shanks the return. And it's 15-30. Still getting used to the buttons. All right. So Jabeur serving there to the forehand of Kasatkina. It goes net court, but Kasatkina gets there to the backhand of Jabeur. Kasatkina with a forehand to the backhand of Jabeur. Kasatkina with a backhand who's in control of the rally. Jabeur gets there. Kasatkina with a forehand to Jabeur's backhand, who is down the line. Kasatkina gets there with a forehand, but it's a winner by Jabeur. Crediting there by both players, I must say, in that rally, and it's 30-all. Colton doesn't agree with me. He says the half-half match, the grass was really poor. All right. So I didn't actually follow tennis by that stage yet. So I've just seen the highlights, but I haven't seen it live when it happened. And Jabeur is second serve on 30-all. Ooh, she hits a double fault. And it's a break back point for Kasatkina. Colton saying that it wasn't up to standard, the clay and the grass, or the grass wasn't up to standard, and therefore Nadal had an advantage. Yeah, I have an interesting take on that match. Maybe if there's time later, I will give my take on it. But now, quickly, it's break point opportunity for Kasatkina. Will she get there? Nope, she hits it long, and it's deuce. Jabeur able to save that breakpoint opportunity. I must say, if she's able to win this match, she really needs to close this off now, as she needs to be fresh for the final against Iga. Jabeur serving at deuce to the backhand of Kasatkina. Jabeur with a forehand to the forehand of Kasatkina. To the backhand of Jabeur. It's to the backhand and slice by Kasatkina. Jabeur in control. Slice by Kasatkina again. Who hits it? In. Jabeur to the backhand, and they are running around. Great athleticism, but Jabeur hits it in the net, and there's another break point opportunity by Kasatkina. So Jabeur was in control of that rally, but Kasatkina was just able to slice the ball back each time, and deep as well. That makes a big difference. And Kasatkina able to get that point. As it's another breakpoint opportunity, Jabeur serving a fault. Breakpoint opportunity on the second serve. Jabeur serving. To the forehand of Kasatkina, to the backhand of Jabeur. Kasatkina going for the backhand slice. Jabeur with a big forehand, but in the net. And Kasatkina is able to get the break back, and we are back on serve in this third set.
She got the lot, have you seen her? Got the shots, it's Kasatkina. She got the lot, have you seen her? Daria, Kasatkina.
All right, and we are back on serve. Sorry, that's the wrong one. Back on serve in this one. Salim is saying it's so stressful game. Jabeur needs to put it all, and she needs to end it quick. Yeah, who would have guessed we will be back on serve? It seemed like Jabeur was in total control of the set, and then suddenly Kasatkina's like, no, this match isn't over yet. Yeah, Mal saying they're playing like, you play Iga. No, you play Iga. Neither of them wants to play Iga. Remember to hit the like button in the chat and subscribe if you are new to the channel, as we are back on serve in this third set. Very stressful indeed. Gary saying, you're becoming a Diarra fan as this match progresses. I like her spirit. Yeah, she's playing brilliantly, I must say. And Jean also saying that her defense is really good. She's really able to run to the balls and hit it return with slices that go deep enough that troubles the opponent. As Jabeur goes for the drop shot, but it goes into the net. And it's 15-love for Kasatkina. Kasatkina serving to the backhand of Jabeur, who hits it out. 3-love. I must say, like, respect I'm starting to get for other commentators. Like, your voice really struggles to speak for this long, and this is barely a full match. So yeah, respect to Ben and JG. I don't know how they do this. I imagine like the Djokovic court trial where they're streaming for hours and hours. Just talking is, and I should be used to this because I'm lecturing every day, but this is next level stuff. As Kasatkina hits long or fault, second serve on 40-love to the backhand of Jabeur goes for a drop shot immediately, but it's in the net, and Kasatkina takes the game. And she's leading now in the third set. No, not leading. It's 4-all. So we are back on serve. So there won't be a changeover, but Kasatkina is going to change her racket. Carrie saying 59 people watching and 73 likes. I think it's 500 watching. But yeah, please help us out by hitting the like button. So please remember to hit the like button if you're watching the video and you're having a good time, which I do hope you are. As Jabeur is serving at 4-all. It seems like this match is going to the business end, as Jabeur is serving a fault, second serve, to the forehand of Kasatkina. Jabeur with a backhand, and she shanks that backhand. Shank by Jabeur. Love 15. As Jabeur is serving to the forehand of Kasatkina. Jabeur with a forehand, backhand slice again by Kasatkina. Good defense by Kasatkina. Jabeur now with a backhand to Jabeur's forehand, who is this for a winner. That's brilliant play, and it's 15-all. Nice winner there by Jabeur. And it's 15-all. Jabeur serving to the backhand, but it's a fault. Second serve. I think Jabeur just wants to get this match done. She's playing so aggressively, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I guess that's the risk you pay for playing aggressive. Double fault. Double fault by Jabeur, and it's 15-30. She's in trouble. Neil asking, is Jabeur collapsing here? It seems like she's... Yep, there Jabeur, it's an ace. So I think what's happening here is Jabeur is playing extremely aggressive. And she's like, well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So she's not collapsing physically, but she's playing very aggressive, which could be an indication of her being very tired and just wanting to end the match. As she serves to the backhand of Kasatkina. It's the net court, but it's in. Backhand by Jabeur to the backhand of Kasatkina. It gets there, but it's going to go in. Jabeur with a smash. Kasatkina gets there again. Jabeur now at the net. Kasatkina tries to pass. The pass doesn't work, but Jabeur isn't able to get the ball back. And Jabeur takes that point. No, sorry, Kasatkina takes that point, and now she has a breakpoint opportunity. We've seen a few times now where Jabeur is smashing, and then Kasatkina is getting it back. But it's not because Kasatkina is able to run to the ball quick enough necessarily in those cases. Jabeur is smashing the ball right where Kasatkina is standing, and then Kasatkina is able to redirect the ball just by holding a racket in the right place. As Jabeur is serving, second serve, break point, Kasatkina to the backhand of Jabeur. Backhand by Jabeur, Kasatkina with a forehand as she's in control. Jabeur gets there, Kasatkina now at the net. Jabeur is going to pass, but volley by Kasatkina, and she's bumped up and she takes the break. Kasatkina is going to serve for the match. Who would have expected that? Who would have expected that? Jabeur was having the break in the third set, and we thought, yeah, okay, there's the story. She lost the second set, but she's going to take back the third set. And no, Kasatkina's other plan. She's able to break back, and she takes the break back again, and she's going to serve for the match. Gene saying there, what a turnaround. Carlton saying that, I think she will serve it out. We'll see. Going to be very interesting. And Carlton saying that no one would have predicted Kasatkina playing in the final. That's true. I actually want to see what her current ranking is. I know she was in the top 20 previously, but I don't think she's at the moment. Let's see quickly. Kasatkina ranking. She's currently number 23 in the rankings. And Kasatkina's now going to serve for the match. Who's going to take it? Kasatkina serving A fault. Mel saying, I must say, I may be rooting for Kasatkina now. She's giving out everything. Yeah, she's been moving very well, but she hits a double fault. Is it nerves? Are the nerves going to play a role in this match? Now, Jean saying that terrible double fault. The second serve didn't even come close to over the net. Carlton saying that she was a number 10 player previously. It will be interesting to see where she would be after this tournament. As Kasatkina is hitting to the backhand of Jabeur. Backhand by Kasatkina. Kasatkina's in control. Jabeur hitting a forehand to Kasatkina's forehand, but Kasatkina hits it out. It's love 30. Love 30. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we're going 5-all. I'm thinking we're going to 5-all. And Lexi's saying the same. Jabeur will take this. Yes, 707 Lady T saying that this is due to nerves. As Kasatkina hits it to the forehand of Jabeur. Kasatkina to the forehand of Jabeur again. And Jabeur was going for a big winner, but she hits it long, and it's 15-30. Kasatkina serving at 15-30. And she serves to the backhand of Jabeur. Forehand by Kasatkina to the backhand of Jabeur. And Kasatkina gets there with a slice, but Jabeur's at the net. Kasatkina's going to lob, and Jabeur gets there. And Kasatkina is now in control of this rally. Jabeur's going for a very long ball. Kasatkina now at the net, and it works. Kasatkina went to the net. Jabeur was not able to pass that shot, and it's a point for Kasatkina. 30-all. Yeah, the defense of Kasatkina was really impressive today, I must say. Assuming you are talking of Kasatkina. As Kasatkina is serving at 30-all, trying to take this match. Serving to the forehand of Jabeur. Kasatkina forehand to the backhand of Jabeur. Big backhand. That's a brilliant backhand by Jabeur. It was powerful and it was deep. And Kasatkina was not able to get there. And we have a break point. We have a break point. Are we going back to 5-all in this third set? Breakpoint opportunity by Jabeur. Let's see if Kasatkina can save this breakpoint. She's already saved 9. And she serves to Kasatkina. Kasatkina in control in this rally. Kasatkina now running around, and she hits it in. Jabeur with a smash from back of the court. Kasatkina hits it to the forehand of Jabeur. Jabeur is now hitting more aggressively. Jabeur with 2, and Jabeur hits it long. She's hitting aggressive, but she hits it long, and we're back to deuce. Jean saying the topspin shots of Daria is really troubling Jabeur. Yeah, it seems like she's hitting these like loopy topspins, but it goes deep enough, and that's challenging Jabeur. I agree. Kasatkina serving to the forehand of Jabeur. Jabeur returns in the net, and it's match point. Match point for Kasatkina. Advantage at 5-4. Is she going to the final? Is she going to face Iga in the final of this Rome Masters 1000? And the crowd is getting into that. There aren't many people, but they are into this match. As she serves for match point. Serves to the slow serve to the backhand of Jabeur. Kasatkina now with a forehand to the forehand of Jabeur. Kasatkina now with a forehand slice. Jabeur is in control. And Jabeur, it's a winner. That's marvelous. And we're going back to deuce. Yeah, it was right on the line by Jabeur. Gutsy tennis. I think as soon as Kasatkina went for a forehand slice, it felt like Jabeur stayed in control of that rally. As we are back to deuce, Kasatkina now serving to the forehand of Jabeur. Kasatkina now to the backhand of Jabeur. Jabeur is in control. And she hits a big backhand down the line. Kasatkina's not able to get it back and has advantage and break point by Jabeur. So what's interesting in this game, we're either going to have match point or break point. So it's really now coming to the business end of this match. Can go either way. Breakpoint by Jabeur. Kasatkina serving to the backhand of Jabeur. Backhand by Kasatkina going down the line. Kasatkina now with the backhand to Jabeur's backhand. Slice by Jabeur. Haven't seen that a lot. Kasatkina now to the backhand. Slice again by Jabeur. Kasatkina backhand. Jabeur with a forehand. Kasatkina with a forehand. Jabeur backhand. Kasatkina with a forehand to Jabeur's backhand. They're just rallying now. And Kasatkina with a drop shot, but... oh, it's in! Oh, well, it looks like it was going to go long, but the backhand, the drop shot by Jabeur is in, and she takes the break, and we are level at 5-all in this third set.
It's her, it's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur, Jabeur, Jabeur. We'll keep talking about Ons Jabeur. It's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur, Jabeur, Jabeur. We'll keep talking about Ons Jabeur.
Well, the momentum just keeps on switching. Gene saying there, wow, Jabeur, that is crazy. What a drop shot it was. It was a brilliant drop shot. Colton saying they are both such competitors. Both are playing really well. As we now having Jabeur serving, and she gets the first point, 15-love. I said in the beginning, the beginning of the first set, it was really poor. Like they both served poorly, but now the level has increased drastically. Both are playing very, very good tennis. And Jabeur is serving at 15-love. She serves to the backhand of Kasatkina. Jabeur coming to the net. Kasatkina is going to try and lob. Kasatkina for Jabeur with a smash. But Jabeur smashes it long. 15-all. Lexi saying, well. Yep. We don't know what to expect anymore. Jabeur serving at 15-all. And she goes to the backhand of Kasatkina. Jabeur with a backhand drop shot. And she makes it. Nice to see the drop shot working again. 30-15 by Jabeur. Very, very good drop shot. I must say, like, there was a moment in the match in the second set where every drop shot was just not working. But now it seems like they are working again. As Jabeur is serving to the forehand of Kasatkina. Jabeur now shanking, but it goes in. Kasatkina with a forehand who hits it long. That's 40-15. Carlton asking, are we going for a third set tiebreak? That would be interesting. And Jabeur now taking control in that rally, and she keeps her serve, and it is 6-5 Jabeur. She looked in trouble, but now she's back and leading in this match.
It's her, it's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur, Jabeur, Jabeur. We'll keep talking about Ons Jabeur. It's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur, Jabeur, Jabeur. We'll keep talking about Ons Jabeur.
Yep, it's going all the way. So will Kasatkina be able to keep a serve and force a tiebreak? Or will Jabeur break? My voice is hurting. I see that Lexi suggested I must keep a bottle of water with me, as Ben and JG does. Definitely. I definitely should have done that. But we're watching good tennis. Remember to hit the like button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new to the channel to get updates on the next live matches that we could be covering. Carrie saying there, we've got a mixture of great playing and not so great playing. That's very enjoyable, I must say. Aw, Mel. I'm new to the channel, but watched the first semifinal and also did some MA commentary in the past. And I must say, you really have awesome commentary skills, Alan. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It is my first time, so I feel like I'm getting used to the hang of it. But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot, but thank you very much for that. All right, so Kasatkina serving to force a tiebreak, and it's 15-love. And she's serving to the backhand of Jabeur. Jabeur, it's a backhand to forehand of Kasatkina. Forehand by Jabeur in the net. And it's 30-love. Looks like we're going to a tiebreak. Looks like we're going to a tiebreak. And it looks like Gary wants a tiebreak. I have a calming voice. I think my voice is just tired. And therefore not as energetic as it should be. And thereby maybe seen as calming. I don't know, but okay, I'm great. Maybe you can play the stream when you are sleeping struggling to sleep in the night if it's calming. Well, top quality. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, so we've got Kasatkina serving now at 30-15. Can she force a tiebreak as she's serving to the backhand of Jabeur? Aggressive return, and Jabeur goes to the net, but Kasatkina is able to pass, and it's 40-15. And I think we're going to a tiebreak. It looks like that. And in a tiebreak, we know anything can happen. Oh, that's a great return by Jabeur. The angle was just brilliant. And it's 40-30. Kasatkina going to serve again to try and force a tiebreak. Kasatkina serving to the forehand of Jabeur. Very aggressive return again. And she hits a winner again. Deuce. Jabeur doesn't want to go to the tiebreak. She wants to finish this right now. All right. Serve to the forehand of Kasatkina. Forehand by Kasatkina. Very loopy, but deep. Kasatkina is the backhand in the net. And we have match point. We are at match point. It's like the match is switching so fast. You think tiebreak, oh no, wait. The match could be now over within a few seconds. Match point for Jabeur. And we had match points for Kasatkina earlier. Can Jabeur capitalize? Very slow serve there by Kasatkina. Jabeur hitting a forehand to the backhand of Kasatkina. Jabeur, it's a drop shot. And Kasatkina's not able to get there. Winner by Jabeur, and she takes the match.
It's her, it's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur, Jabeur, Jabeur. We'll be talking about Ons Jabeur. It's her, it's her. We're talking about Ons Jabeur.
Can you believe that? We thought Kasatkina was going to take this match, but then Jabeur decided, no, this is not done. And she didn't even wait for the tiebreak, just broke back immediately. And Kasatkina is not looking happy, and I can feel for her. She was so close. The handshake was very quick. She just shook hand of the ref, and she's out of the stadium. She's like, I can't believe this just happened. Wow. Jing saying, congrats, Jabeur. Sohail saying, wonderful. Gary saying, you should see that Ons is the better player at this stage, but I'm so proud of Dasha. Yeah, Kasatkina played very, very, very well, and she could have won this match. I think it was nerves that played a role when she was serving out for the match. The nerves maybe just got the better of her. Mark saying, I nailed my third set prediction. Even a blind squirrel gets a nut from time to time. So I'm assuming you're not usually very good with predictions. Well, I'm very glad that you got this right then. All right. 707 Lady T saying Daria had chances. That's very true. She had match points. How much? How many match points did she have? I can't see the stat here, but she had a few match points, and she didn't capitalize on it. Lexi saying thank you. Thank you for joining us, Lexi. It was great to commentate on this match, and I hope to see everyone in the future again. Gary saying, thank you, Aman. Fantastic. Time for a bit of lunch. Okay, so I assume you're also not situated where it's currently, like for me, it's 20 to 8 in the evening. But enjoy your lunch and then enjoy the Djokovic match. Carlton saying, it's almost 4 a.m. I don't think I've got the Novak match in me. I understand where you're coming from, especially now you shared with us that you've got COVID. I think rest. That's important. You can always watch the Djokovic match tomorrow, or you can watch the final. He'll probably be playing, in my opinion, but well done for staying up this late. Thank you, JG. I enjoyed it a lot. Gene, it was nice to meet you. I've seen you in the chat a lot, but it's nice now to meet you a bit more formally this time, or more officially and formally with my suits as well, I guess. Mel, thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed the match a lot. The momentum swings made it very exciting. In the end, Jabeur got through. She was the favorite before this match started. And in the end, she shows why she's currently on this massive winning streak. So the final is going to be very interesting because what we have here is we've got Iga, who's on a 20, what's her winning streak at the moment? It's more than 20 match winning streak, but Jabeur is also now on an 11 match winning streak. So you can't argue we will have the two best players currently onto at least on clay facing tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? I think it is. It's going to be very, very exciting. 707 Lady T, thank you for joining. It was nice having you in the chat today. Oh, okay. People are commenting it's 27. So we've got 27 match winning streak versus 11 match winning streak playing against. So either of those streaks are going to end tomorrow. Which streak is it going to be? Do you want to comment in the chat? Do you think he's going to win the final? I'm expecting to see a lot of Iga. Personally, I think Iga is going to win. And personally, I think it's going to be straight sets. I think so. I think because, as Jean pointed out earlier, Jabeur likes to win the first set. But if she's not winning the first set tomorrow, or whenever that may be, I think she's going to struggle to turn this around. We saw now in the previous past matches losing focus in the second set, and she can't afford that in the final. So I think Iga on straight sets. What do you think? Okay, Jean saying Iga's going to lose. Okay, interesting take. Mel saying that Iga is winning in 2 sets. Yeah, Jean saying that Jabeur is going to win. Carlton, you're saying Iga in straight sets. Mel saying 6-4, 6-2 for Iga. I think that's a great prediction. I agree with that. And Mark confirming that the final is going to be tomorrow. Fantastic. Well, it's going to be a great match. Either way, whoever wins, I think it's going to be a high-quality match. And will be very interesting to see how Iga is going to take the drop shots by Jabeur. That will be a very interesting dynamic. And whether Jabeur will keep on going for it even when it doesn't work. We saw in the match today, in the second set, it didn't work. And then she did for a while not use that shot, but then in the third set, to try doing it again. It could be that it's just because she was too fatigued to go in rallies, but then in the end, it started working again. Very interesting. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us here tonight. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Before you log off, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We'll probably see you in the final. Iga versus Jabeur is going to be a great match, and I will see you then next time, hopefully. Have a great night or day or morning, wherever you may be, and thanks for watching.